Hey, divine adults, it's TeaEmZee here to talk about this beautiful goddess moon, full moon in Virgo, that has been happening since this morning. It is March the 7th, 9:23 p.m., so it's almost March the 8th. We have Saturn also finally moving into Pisces. I didn't move them. And now Pluto's the only thing in fixed energy. So we're lighting up. We're lightening up with a lot of energy that is opposing, actually, this grounding energy. The Virgo and Pisces axis. Let's talk about it. Let's also talk about how you can find where you have Virgo in your house or where you have the moon, what house you have the moon in. Also, what house you have Pisces in and Saturn in, and how you can find it today on Gidalyfe Astrology. So just a little bit about the full moon. Before we even read, full moons illuminate. They show us what we need to see. That is why after the full moon, immediately after you start releasing, the new moon is bringing new energies in after you release. So that is the difference in the full moon. The full moon is from an opposition with the sun. So since we are in Pisces season, which is where the sun is, the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo, which gives us the full moon in Virgo. The sun is at 16 degrees, which is smack in the middle of Pisces season. And the moon is in 16 degrees. In 16 degrees of Virgo, when the sun is in Pisces, is opposite the moon in Virgo. Virgo is the healer, the mother, and the divine feminine wisdom. This asks us to balance our physical and mental health with the health of our souls. This is a balance between the earthly and the divine realms and balancing the mind and the soul. The Pisces and Virgo axis, the mid of the zodiac and the end of the zodiac, is so special, mainly because endings can be chaotic, especially after fixed energy, right? We've been in this fixed and cardinal energy. Cardinal energy starts things, but doesn't really keep it going. Fixed energy keeps it going because it's fixed, it's controlled, right? It's persistent. And the mutable energy changes it and gets it ready for the new again. When we go back into the cardinal energy, right? Pisces is the final zodiac sign. So, which is why we talk always about the spring really starting in Aries, and the year really starting in Aries because everything is ending in Pisces season. What's ending? The chaotic energy. Okay, what's changing? The fixed energy, right? We just moved with Saturn and Pisces, with Saturn and Aquarius into Pisces. As you can see, it's at 0 degrees. Literally, we are a few hours that we have been in Saturn and Pisces, and this energy feels awesome. I feel relieved. I feel free. Saturn is being ruled under Jupiter and Neptune right now. So Neptune is about your dreams, some delusions. We have to watch out for those always. But Jupiter expands. It's optimistic. It's abundant. And it's manifesting. It's lucky, the planet of luck. So expect a lot of lucky energy with this. Also, the moon being in Virgo is grounding. The sun being in Pisces is flowing, which is why water signs and earth signs are compatible. So there's other earth signs like Uranus and Taurus being at 15 degrees that are also tying into this energy. That's a sextile. The moon being at 16 degrees, the sun being at 16 degrees, the water signs and the earth signs tied in with this earth sign over here at 15 degrees Uranus. There's this big surprise coming in. Let me just give you some surprises. My daughter got a surprise with her father that she rarely gets to see him, and we just caught him out and about today. It was wonderful. He has big plans for all his kids this weekend, so that's a surprise to Zane. I'm happy for her. My babe met with her best friend again that she hasn't talked with in a while. That's awesome. Me, just having successes at work, that's been the energy, especially because I work well in groups, and that's what we're getting ready to move into, where I have Virgo and what house. So my house for Virgo is 11th house. I'm getting ready to show you my birth chart. Let's get into it. So shout out to Astro-charts. Okay, you can find celebrity charts on there. No, they don't pay me to say this, but this is good for those of you who are new to astrology to know, because it doesn't give too many symbols, and if it does, it explains to you on the next line if you don't know the symbols on the wheel. But it gives you what's important to most of you, which is your sign names. So if you don't know the symbols for your signs, like if you don't know that Pisces is the fish and Aries is the ram, or if you don't even know their glyphs. Where's the Pisces glyph, y'all? Let's go to the Capricorn glyph like this, or the Aquarius glyph like this. They give you the actual words. Okay, a lot of these websites are kind of ancient and not modernized, and Astro is the more modernized way to look at your chart. Okay, so that you know that this is my chart, and you know my little information there. This is really me. So let's go on up. I am really a Scorpio sun, so you go to the word Scorpio, and there you see the sun sign. I have Uranus in Scorpio, which is like smack in the middle. Kind of my Uranus is currently aspecting the current Taurus Uranus. I believe mine is like around 9 degrees, which is kind of in the middle, so it's kind of close. Anyway, these are all, and I have Venus in Scorpio too. So those are my 3 Scorpio placements. But let's talk about the Virgo one. I have no placements in Virgo, but here is the house. So the numbers in the middle of the wheel represent the houses. And if you don't know your Roman numerals, this one gives you the numbers, the actual numbers that we learn in school. So we learn Roman numerals too, but if you don't remember. Anyway, excuse all these lines. These are aspecting things, but we're talking strictly about the houses today. So Virgo in the 11th house. What does that mean? So I'm starting to refer to this more in my videos so that you all can learn the houses. Houses are basically the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime, referring to your own chart and your ascendant. So your ascendant always starts in the first chart. Your ascendant is also called your rising. I am a Libra rising because not only are you your sun sign, but you are definitely your rising sign. Your rising sign, which represents the first house, is yourself, your appearance, your first impressions. So if people didn't know that I was already a Scorpio, their first impression might be that I'm a Libra, because I do have several Libra traits. Several, especially indecision. And I like to communicate. I'm a people person. Anyway, so because I'm a Libra rising, my chart has me, as we can see again, has me in the 11th house because I have Libra in 2 houses. Now, just to fast forward, if you're using Astro-charts and this is still too complicated for you, they put everything out. They name what the symbol is and the sign, sun in Scorpio, right? Again, I have no Virgo planets. Then you move down to your aspects. You might want to look here if you know astrology a little bit more and see if you have moon aspecting anything. And I have moon squaring my ascendant and Pluto, because my moon is in Capricorn and it's squaring another cardinal sign, which is Libra. So I have Libra ascendant and Pluto and Libra. Anyway, let's get to the point. You scroll all the way down, you'll see this is the explanation of the houses. So I have first house in Libra, which is my ascendant. I also have 12th house in Libra. I have the 6th and the 7th house in Aries, which makes this skip my Leo and Aquarius. So my Aquarius would be after Capricorn, but it skips and moves to Pisces. My Leo will be right before Virgo, but it skips from Cancer to Virgo. From Capricorn to Pisces, it skipped those axes, those opposition signs on my chart. This is only because of the degrees. Again, I have 0 degrees in Aries and 0 degrees in Libra in the 6th and the 12th house, which makes me repeat the houses at 25 degrees first house and 25 degrees 7th house with the same signs. Hopefully that was not too confusing. So I should have Virgo in the 12th house if I had that Leo house. And if you notice here, these lines represent that that's why there's no Leo, because it's not balancing out. Okay? But if I did, I mean, by going with what I do have, I have Virgo in the 11th house. So going back to the chart, my lessons, or what I do well, is groups, friends, social awareness, humanitarianism, technology, hopes, and wishes for the future. I believe I do this very well and time this into the Virgo energy. Virgo energy we can easily read from the 6th house, that's the Virgo house. Has to do with health. Do I have healthy groups, healthy friends? Am I analytical? Am I organized? That's a big Virgo word. Organized or service given. I believe so. That's why I said I have great accomplishments happening at work, because I'm a team player, right? I have friends that I've made good friends at work. And one other thing that I'm learning by having Virgo in the 11th house is that some of my friends are offering to help me get my health together. So this is the Virgo way in the 11th house, especially with humanitarianism, because this is why I do what I do, in order to get humanity to kind of wake up, for lack of better terms, to get everyone to be in unison, friends, be socially aware of the groups that we started and we are continuing and striving to be, and the wishes for the future, of course. Now, where do I have the moon? And you can do this as well, and I'll do it really quickly for the rising signs. So I have the moon in the 3rd house. What is the 3rd house? And the moon represents emotions. So communication, siblings. My sister called me. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I need to call her back. Both of my sisters, actually. Neighbors, interest, early education. So these are the things that I could still use work on, right? Where my moon is. Where Virgo is, I think I'm doing pretty well in. And that's what you would look at. You could be doing well in both. You could be needing work in both. It's up to you to decide. All right, let's start from Aries, y'all. Aries Rising. So if you're Aries Rising, you'd have a pretty much basic normal way to go in the zodiac. You would start in the 1st house. You would have Virgo in the 6th house, which is the Virgo's house anyway. So either you're doing good or you need work in health, fitness, systems, analytical nature, pets, work habits, organization, sense of usefulness, and service given. Okay, if you are Taurus Rising, you would start the 1st house and count 7 signs away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'd be in the 5th house. Virgo will be your 5th house. You are either doing well or need work still in, and the full moon is illuminating and showing you how well you're doing with romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, self-expression, or drama for Taurus Rising. Y'all, this Virgo moon has got me tongue twisted. This is my 3rd take. Gemini, talking about Mercury's signs, Gemini and Virgo. So Gemini Risings, you would count back 9 signs to Virgo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have Virgo in the 4th house if you are a Gemini Rising. You're either doing well or need help, and the full moon is illuminating your 4th house of home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother and children, woman and femininity. My oldest daughter is a Gemini Rising, and I can literally see this. She just had a baby. She's just trying to self-care and get her emotions together, start her new family, be a mother, deal with her son, keep her femininity. Her looks are important to her. 4th house, Cancer house stuff. Awesome. And she has a Cancer North node, so this is right up her alley. For Cancer Risings, you are 10 houses away from the Virgo house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have Virgo in the 3rd house. You are either doing well or need work on, and the full moon is illuminating 3rd house energy, the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activities, interests, neighbors, and early education for Cancer Risings. For Leo Risings, you are 11 signs away from the Virgo house. And Leo is next to Virgo, so that is, you know, the sign next to the Virgo rising, which would be the first house. So the second house is 11 houses away. The second house for Leo risings, and this is so fitting. Money, you're either doing well or you need help in, and the full moon is illuminating second house energy, money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, your job, and work ethic. Most Leo risings are celebrities. They're in the limelight a lot. They shine bright, and they do it a lot for these things right here. So that is so fitting for Leo risings. All right, Virgo risings, you'd stay right here in the first house. The full moon is illuminating your self appearances, beginnings, the body, first impressions, your attitude, identity, and your approach to life. First house energy is all about self, all about the ego, how you approach people, how people approach you, your body, head, all these Aries energies. So this is for Virgo risings, and the full moon is illuminating these things for you. Take care of you, because a lot of Virgo energy is about service for others. So take care of you, Virgo risings. By the way, my youngest Zane is a Virgo rising. Shout out to Mommy's Precious Princess. Got her hair done the other day, got her nails done a couple of weeks ago. We got to go again. She is definitely changing her attitude and her approach to life. Love you, Zane. Both of my daughters have Mercury energy because their rising signs are ruled by Mercury. All right, Libra risings, except me. You would have the 12th house, and I do have Libra in the 12th house, but I have Virgo, like I mentioned, in the 11th house. A lot of people, including my own kids, have misplaced houses. My son has 2 Cancer houses and 2 Capricorn houses, so he's missing. I forgot which signs he's missing. It's either Leo or Gemini and Sagittarius, or the Leo or Aquarius axis. Anyway, those of you who are Libra risings, the full moon is illuminating the 12th house energy. It's either showing you what you are doing well in or need work in: endings, healing, all Pisces stuff, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, subconscious. The 12th house is so deep that this is not even enough words to express the things that you're working on or doing well in. So kudos to you of those Libra risings, like myself. And, you know, officially I could work on both of these houses. I'm doing well with the 11th house. Definitely could still use some assistance in this one. And that is for Libra rising. For Scorpio risings, with this full moon, it's illuminating, showing you what you're doing well or you need still help in, groups, friends. And you know, this is fitting for the Scorpio risings who have Virgo in the 11th house, because it's very hard for some of us Scorpios to keep this right here. Yes. Social awareness, we can tend to be kind of too deep for some people. Scorpio, I'm speaking as a Scorpio sun, but of course, you know, my love is a Scorpio rising. Humanitarianism is definitely up our alley. Scorpio energy. This is fixed energy too. This is the Aquarius house. Technology, hopes and wishes for the future. So those of you who are Scorpio risings are paying attention to these things, or you're doing well in these things. Maybe both. Learning lessons or doing well. That is what the full moon is illuminating for Scorpio risings with Virgo in the 11th house. Sagittarius risings, you would be 3 signs back to be at your Virgo house, okay? Sagittarius risings have Virgo in the 10th house. You are either, the Virgo full moon is either illuminating what you're doing well in or illuminating what you still need work in. So for Sagittarius risings, you have Virgo in the 10th house, which is career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, expert, and fame. This is the Capricorn house. Think the other Taurus sign when you have Virgo in the 10th house. The other, the other earth sign, I don't know why I said the other Taurus sign. The other earth sign, Capricorn. Right after Virgo, the next earth sign is Capricorn. This is the Capricorn house. If you are a Sagittarius rising, think like a Capricorn. Works every time. All right, if you are a Capricorn rising, you would have Virgo in the 9th house. So the full moon in Virgo is illuminating what you're doing well or what you still need work on with travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law and religion, cross-cultural relations, learning, and ethics. So I just spoke about Capricorn, but Capricorn risings, instead of doing work and worrying about your public image, travel a little. You know, either you are working on this or you need work on this. That is what the Virgo full moon, and the Virgo full moon is not only organization and grounding in service to others, but it's also a lot for yourself, especially it's illuminating what you are doing well for yourself or what you are not doing well for yourself. That is Capricorn risings with Virgo in the 9th house. All right, Aquarius risings, you would be Virgo in the 8th house for Aquarius risings. So the Scorpio risings were in the Aquarius house, and the Aquarius risings are in the Scorpio house. The full moon in Virgo is illuminating. Your Virgo house is in the 8th house. It is illuminating merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritances, taxes, loans, assets, property, joint ventures, goals, mystery, partners, and resources. So the full moon in Virgo is either illuminating you're doing well with this or showing you brightly that you need some more work on this. And that is for Aquarius risings. Last but not least, the Pisces rising. So they would be opposite the first house, 6 signs away would be the Virgo house if you are a Pisces rising, because Pisces and Virgos are opposites. So Pisces risings, you are being illuminated in your Virgo house with the Virgo full moon. It's either showing you that you need work or you are doing well in your relationships, your marriage, contracts, business partners, equality, sharing, interpersonal style. Also, this is the Libra house. I'm very familiar with Libra things because I'm a Libra rising. Don't forget harmonizing and diplomacy. You're doing well, or you could use some work still with Virgo in the 7th house as a Pisces rising. All right, y'all, we've talked a little bit about how you can find your where you need work or what the full moon is illuminating for you. Being in Virgo, Virgo is an earth sign, so it's getting you grounded. It's showing you where you give service to others. But again, if you are a Virgo rising, service to yourself. The other rising signs, please use what I'm posting as far as the timestamps if you'd like to skip over others and find your own. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and viewing all the way through. We'll talk more about all these other planets in Pisces very, very soon. Right after this video, actually. Peace, y'all. Enjoy the full moon in Virgo because next is the Libra moon, and it'll be waning. So you'll be releasing things, right? And maybe some relationships you'll even be releasing because that's what Libra moon does. It is a calm, harmonizing moon that could illuminate some relationships that need to be released as it's waning. But what's the important thing is this weekend when the Scorpio moon happens, Scorpio moon could be heavy energy, but the good news, just ahead of time, is that all this energy will be trining. So Scorpio is a water sign, Pisces is a water sign. So the moon will be trining the sun and everything else in Pisces, which is good for us to have a good weekend. But yeah, change is here. Mutable energy is very potent right now. So get used to change, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Talk with y'all soon. Gidalyfe. I'm TeaEmZee, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many, Zakia, enlightening every day. And this is Gidalyfe Astrology. You are growing into divine adults and loving yourself forever. Happy birthday to all the Pisces, especially my Zota, Imani, who will be 23 on March the 9th. And Fire Flame, my godson, will be 22 March the 9th. Happy birthday to all March the 9th people. March the 9th is actually Biggie, the day Biggie passed. Yes. There's a lot of March 9th birthdays. I can't remember you all, but shout you out. Shout out, peace.